So the third skill that is really important, and this is where we start to differ a little bit with the managerial skills, is that as a supervisor, you are the conduit between management and the team. So you want to really work on your communication skills. So as a supervisor, by the way, that conduit, you're between management and your team. So you're the one that you're the path that good communication comes through. So when you're getting information from management, it's important that you pass that information along when it's appropriate, and vice versa. When you're getting information that's important to the decision-making process for management, you pass that along to them as well. So your communication skills, by the way, have to just be top-notch if you're in a supervisory position. These skills, by the way, include providing that needed information to your team in a timely manner when it's appropriate. And in addition, though, a major part of especially first-time supervisor skills is to listen to your team. Your observations are critical to helping management make more informed decisions. Like, for example, let's say that management creates a brand new policy to fix a challenge that we've experienced in the past. So this is a big problem, and so as a result, we've changed a policy in order to fix that problem. Now, because you know your team really well, because you're a good supervisor, you anticipate that your team is going to react negatively to that change. So because a lot of times they're going to react negatively to any change. So if you just go to your team and just tell them, hey, management change the policy, then you're right. They will react negatively to that change. So instead, what you may want to do is kind of meet with your team and tell them about the problem that is trying to be solved by this policy change. Before you actually tell them that the policy is being changed, tell them about the problem. Get them to focus on that problem. And then you can soften the blow by explaining how management created the new policy to solve the problem. And then the final thing that you want to do because this is where your role as a supervisor can be very, very beneficial to the company as a whole, is ask the people that are on your team. These are the folks that are on the front line, if they can think of any better solutions. If they come up with one, then you bring that solution to management. Now you're the hero and your team's the hero. On the other hand, if they don't come up with a better solution, then at least they'll know why management has changed the policy, and they'll be much more open to that policy change. So all of those things are really, really important. Interactions and communications like this, they really keep the team from experiencing the old us versus them mentality that tends to happen in a lot of organizations. So the supervisors are the conduit to make sure that mentality doesn't get created in the first place.